Before European settlement, the area that would become Yeoman was part of the broader Indiana Territory, inhabited by Native American tribes such as the Miami and Potawatomi as early as 800 BC, with peak development during the Mississippian culture period around 1000 to 1400 AD. These indigenous groups utilized the region's fertile lands and waterways for hunting, farming, and trade. European exploration and settlement began in the late 18th century, driven by pioneers moving into the Midwest. Carroll County, where Yeoman is located, was established in 1828 from parts of the Indiana Territory, reflecting the rapid expansion of white settlement following the Treaty of St. Mary's in 1818, which ceded much native land to the U.S. government. This era marked the displacement of native populations and the groundwork for agricultural communities in north-central Indiana. Founding and platting in the late 19th century, Yeoman was officially platted as a town in 1880 in Jefferson Township, Carroll County, emerging as a small rural settlement amid Indiana's post-Civil War agricultural boom. Named after Colonel Yeoman, a key employee of the railroad company that facilitated its development, the town was strategically located to support farming and transportation needs. The arrival of railroads in the 1870s connected remote areas like Yeoman to larger markets in Lafayette and Delphi, boosting local economy through grain and livestock shipping. At its founding, Yeoman embodied the quintessential Midwestern yeoman farmer ideal, independent small landowners tilling family plots, though it remained unincorporated until later, serving primarily as a crossroads for nearby farms rather than a bustling hub. Growth and economic development in the early 20th century. In the early 1900s, Yeoman experienced modest growth tied to Indiana's rural prosperity, with agriculture as the backbone. Corn, soybeans, and dairy farming dominated, supported by the town's proximity to the Wabash River. The population hovered around a few hundred, fostering a tight-knit community with basic amenities like a post office, general store, and one-room schoolhouse. World War I and the subsequent economic shifts brought some modernization, including improved roads and electricity, but the Great Depression in the 1930s hit hard, leading to farm consolidations and outmigration. Nonetheless, Yeoman's role in the Lafayette Metropolitan Statistical Area helped sustain it as a bedroom community for workers commuting to urban jobs, while local events and churches reinforced social bonds. Mid-20th century challenges and community resilience. Post-World War II, Yeoman navigated the mechanization of farming and suburban sprawl, which reduced the need for small-town labor and led to population stagnation. The 1950s and 1960s saw infrastructure upgrades, such as paved roads and access to the Delphi Public Library branch, enhancing quality of life. However, like many rural Indiana towns, it faced economic pressures from factory closures in nearby areas and the decline of family farms. Community initiatives, including neighborhood watches and town projects, helped maintain its identity. By the 1970s to 1980s, Yeoman incorporated as a town, emphasizing its agricultural heritage while adapting to tourism from nearby attractions like the Tippecanoe Battlefield, preserving a peaceful, pastoral charm amid broader state industrialization. Modern era and current status. Today, Yeoman remains a small, predominantly white community with a 2020 census population of 116, reflecting a median age of about 27 and a focus on young families. Its total area is just 0.12 square miles, with a density supporting close-knit living. Economically, it relies on agriculture and commuting to Lafayette, with median household incomes around $30,000 and low poverty rates. Recent years have seen efforts to promote rural tourism and community events via social media, like the Town of Yeoman's Facebook page for updates on projects and neighborhood safety. As part of Carroll County's historic landscape, Yeoman continues to embody Indiana's rural legacy, facing challenges like population decline but benefiting from its quiet, historic appeal in a fast-changing Midwest.